All right, well, here we go. Good morning. Up in the box truck. Yeah, buddy. Box truck got kind of a substantial diesel leak going on right now. And you can see it all on the ground right there. Yeah, that's all the diesel that she's leaking. Yeah. All right, hey there, good morning. I got a lot of things going on right here and trying to figure it out. So we're gonna drive the box truck today. I haven't drove the box truck in God knows how long. And hopeful that it's gonna work out. That's all I can say. Hopeful we make it where we're trying to get to and we don't break down, knock on wood. I'm going back to the property that we were working at yesterday where we're trying to finish up those 2 units. I'm getting there super early, not sure if that's gonna be the right thing to do or not. Meaning I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get in there or not. But regardless, we're going, and that's the move first thing this morning. I got coffee bouncing around, I got nowhere to put that, and I can't hold on to this GoPro. So let me get where I'm going and I'll share more in a little bit. Saturday morning, it's 7:46 in the morning. Good morning to y'all. Hey, let's try to make today a good, productive day and not spill my coffee. All right, on the interstate, cruising right along. 65, 70, no problems. Box truck's running good minus this diesel leak. For the longest time I had thought about selling this vehicle and now I'm just keeping it. It's just too much pain in the ass going back and forth with people about price. People keep trying to offer me $3,000, $3,500, $4,000. You know, I wanted to get $5,500 for this vehicle. But now I'm just gonna keep it. And I'm gonna start using it a lot more often. I am gonna put it in the shop. I wish my buddy John was around to be able to help me with this diesel leak. But because he's not, I'm gonna put it in the shop, try to get that leak fixed, and try to utilize this vehicle as much as I possibly can. Hence the fact that we've got it out today on Saturday morning. And there's a lot of stuff to load out of this property that we're going to. So this vehicle will certainly be helpful in regards to that. But we're cruising right along. Let's get where we gotta go and do what we gotta do. I got the spray this yesterday. Alright, hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Saturday morning. And we are up in the unit. Joe with the respirator, got to wear it anytime I'm around any kind of sprayable paint. So I've been in here for probably about 20 minutes. I started getting into some trim. I started pulling off tape off of hardware. And that's when I ran across that closet right there that hadn't been sprayed. So since I got this broke down machine rocking, I'm gonna go ahead and spray out the inside of the window casings and probably even put a little spray paint here over the repair that I did. I've already kind of primed it with some shit that you don't really prime it with. But yeah, we got some window casings that definitely need to be painted. And
Yeah, we gotta cut this room in still. So, not a whole hell of a lot to do, but a whole hell of a lot to do. And it's only I over here right now. Hopefully I will have some help over here, but I told the guys I wouldn't need them till around 10 o'clock. I got over here super early, like I normally do. And yeah, here we go. So let's try to get this thing knocked out. That's what I'm working on right now.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Been a while since I drove the old Ford. We're just swapping vehicles here. No flex. Yesterday we were Yesterday we were in the box truck. Day before that and every other day we're in the van. And this morning I figured, hey, let's go ahead and drive the Ford because I don't drive this thing very much at all anymore. And I hate that. I wish I was driving this truck all the time. This is my nicest vehicle, my nicest riding vehicle, and also my only vehicle with AC. So you would figure I would want to be driving this truck. Anywho, hey, what's going on, everybody? Sunday morning, and I know I didn't film very much from yesterday being Saturday. And where to begin this, obviously from where yesterday left off. And I believe where yesterday left off was me working on finishing up one of two pretty substantial 2-bedroom color change units that we were doing at a property that had dropped us, our very first property ever, and our very first property that had ever dropped us. And then they called us back, and that was great. So it was good to go back, but it was also eye-opening, thinking, man, this property is a tough one. It's a tough property because those color changes are no joke. So again, yesterday left off with me working on one of two units. I would have another painter who would show up, who would help me get both of those units finished. By the time I left, one unit was already almost done. The other unit needed a couple of hours worth of touch-ups, and he would stay to do that. This morning, we're going to go load out the last of what's over there. Anytime that we go there to do paints, especially if it's more than one unit, it's almost like we're moving in. We got to bring in so much stuff, and it's really kind of a pain in the ass. So we're on our way over there right now to go load out what's left over there. I loaded out a fair amount of it yesterday on the back of the box truck. I'll load out the last of it on the back of this vehicle. And then Monday, being tomorrow, what vehicle will I take? I really want to take the box truck. I really do. Drive that thing until I can't drive that thing. And knock on wood, it has been running relatively well. I don't even want to say relatively well, it's been running well. Minus the fuel leak, which is kind of a couple of drops a minute. Probably something like, oh, I don't know, 30 or so drops per minute, which is pretty substantial. But anyways, aside from that, box truck is running well. So, unfortunately, this video is going to be mostly just Joe talking about stuff. I do want to share a couple of things with you that I've ran across and that have been posed in videos. And the first is a story that I just ran across yesterday in my local area, dealing with an apartment complex and a ceiling that fucking collapsed inside of somebody's apartment. This is a ceiling that not only collapsed in somebody's apartment, but also collapsed on top of a 5-year-old's head and cut him up. Man, can you imagine the lawsuit that's coming from this? Especially considering this is a issue that had been posed by the resident for some time to the maintenance and to the property management at the apartment complex. And they seem to have done little to nothing in response to that. Matter of fact, there was a work order about The story said there was a work order about this particular ceiling that had a huge bubble in it from water damage or a water leak, and the work order was closed, meaning that whatever repairs were going to be done were done. Man, can you imagine? Well, first, I don't even want to say can you imagine, because it would never be the situation. I think to myself, any repair work that I do, you know, you run the risk. It is your responsibility to ensure that whatever you're doing is done correct and in such a way and fashion that nothing like that would ever happen. And in this particular case, I'm not sure if a repair was ever even done, because it said that it was a huge bubble. Now, that huge bubble was probably drywall sheets sagging, nails popping, or screws, because of so much weight of the water in that drywall, soaked, and then it eventually just collapsed, and unfortunately collapsed on top of a 5-year-old's head. Now, he wasn't killed, but he was injured, cut. They even show a picture of the top of his head where he's got a decent little gash in it. And the response from the apartment complex was basically, this is an apartment complex that used to be called one thing. It's a shithole apartment complex. It was bought and then renamed. So basically what the apartment complex said was they were still trying to correct the issues and fix the problems from the previous owners of the apartment, which is just bullshit. It's not an apartment complex that I work for or would ever work for. It's in a pretty bad area, and it's just unfortunate and also crazy that something like that took place. Just goes to show you, sometimes these people in places, they don't care about you as a vendor, a contractor, or even a resident. And not all places are like that. I'm just saying, it's crazy to see that there are certainly places that definitely don't care. And we may even be dealing with a place like that ourselves. Now, talking about, you know, will we get paid from this newest property that we have? I read a comment where somebody said, damn, Joe, you just throwing this maintenance dude under the bus who was trying to warn you. You're saying way too much in these videos. And I take heed to what you're saying right there. Am I saying too much talking about prices? You're probably right. I maybe need to work on that. But in terms of throwing the maintenance dude under the bus, let me clarify this point. When this guy would tell us about, you know, not getting paid, he did so right in front of the maintenance supervisor. i.e., when I went and dropped off the paint and had a conversation with the maintenance supervisor, it came to no surprise to him that I was asking about this, because he heard his maintenance tech telling us exactly what he did. I do take heed to, am I saying too much in these videos? I definitely don't want to be doing that. Anyways, just wanted to share those couple of things right there. Like I said, it's Sunday morning. Not a lot on the agenda for today. Go load this out. Go look at these units. I really want to show these units to y'all. Let's look at them together and see if they're where they need to be at. I certainly hope that they are, because I really don't have any additional time to mess with these. I mean, maybe today if need be. Worst case scenario, I can get my painter back out here again today. But hopefully he got everything where it needs to be at. And tomorrow, Monday, we got 5 units at 4 different locations, and oh my God, we are gonna be all over the map and stretched super thin. Are we gonna be able to get through this Monday? 2 units at 1 property, 3 units at 3 different properties, 3 additional different properties, and only 4, maybe 5 painters in total. What do I got? 1, 2, 3, I got 4. Gonna definitely need to try to find some new people today. Hopefully being able to start tomorrow. One of my other, oh wait, I got 5. One of my other painters is gonna be coming back tomorrow, Tuesday. So that'll give me 6 total. Should be all right. Anyways, hey, enough chit chat. Let's skit scat, get where we're going. Let's go see these units. Feels great to be up in the Ford with this nice climate control up in here, and hope these units are the way they need to be. All right, just getting over to the property, and I wanted to film where I told my painter to leave the supplies at. But I can't because there's cameras in there, but my paint sprayer isn't there. It's got me wondering, did he take it with him? Did he not want to leave that there? All right, first and foremost. Oh yeah. Already just a little light right there. All in all, don't look too bad. Paint sprayer is not in here. Okay, everything's been hit there. This thermostat, they were very mindful of wanting to make sure that this was protected. Okay. All in all, so far, I'm very impressed. The floor doesn't look bad. Okay. Everything's cleaned up. You know, I'm very happy seeing that coming in here. We protected this carpet. This carpet is tough to work around in these units. Okay. Man, shout out to my guy. He did good. He did good. Hopefully he took that paint sprayer with him. Did he hit that holiday that I showed him? He did not hit the holiday that I showed him. There's the holiday right there. He did hit that one right there though, because there was one right there, but he did not hit that one up there. This is what I don't like to see. Well, at least it's draining. Don't like to see that clogged up. Toilet looks good. No big old dookie logs up in there. But this is going to need to be cleaned out. A little shot of paint right there. Okay, all in all, pretty good. A little bit of tape left right here. Let's go ahead and grab that. So this was a monster unit right here. This is the tougher of the two. They were both 2 bedrooms, but this one was substantially bigger than the other one was. And this one was just a lot tougher. Also, the guys that I had doing this, one guy in particular had never done this property before. Maybe 2, maybe even 3 of them. I guess I should say only one guy who I have has done this property. And, oh, he put the outlet plate covers back on too. Awesome. Good job, man. Good job. So there's really not much here that sorry, had to grab this piece of siding that's gotta come with us. Yeah, so in this particular unit, I'm fairly satisfied with it. There was a closet that wasn't painted. I need to check that. I asked him to paint this closet. It's a hidden closet, like you can't even see it. Good job, he painted it. Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. Whoo, look at that tub and all that paint. Try to wipe this out real quick. We got some tissue paper. Oh, that ain't working for nothing. I'll go grab my mop from downstairs. All right, let me get that cleaned up. Only issue I see is that one holiday. So, excuse me. What's going on in here? This shit looks super brush stroked out. Oh well, looks good. All right, this unit, I'm gonna give this unit a A- because there's only a couple of things in here that I see that are bad. I mean, not bad, but just need to be addressed, like 2 things. And other than that, we got you a nice little A- right here. Front door painted. And look how clean this is. Now this is the unit right here. See, I was a major part of this one. The one downstairs, I wasn't so much. I already know without knowing that this unit ain't gonna have not a single issue in it. I wish you would have seen it before on this thing. It was yellow. It was all yellow like a Coldplay song. She was a mess is what she was. And let me tell you, she ain't no mess no more, not at all. Down there, all that, that's just drywall debris from this repair that I did right here. It ain't too bad. You can't see it in the video. It's got a couple of little imperfections to it, but nothing major. Everything is the way it should be in this unit. Very happy with the way that this one came out right here. All right, Sunday morning, 9:13 in the morning, hot as shit. It's already 81 degrees. It's gonna be freaking smoking today. It's already 81 and it's 9 o'clock. Hey, we are done with the units at this property, and both those units are A units. One's an A-, one's an A+, and I'm just overtly happy with that. Problem being, it's Sunday freaking morning. We started these on Friday, took all day Saturday, and me coming out here on Sunday morning just to check and make sure everything was the way that it needed to be, and it is. I told my painter who came out here yesterday, if you handle things and get it all done the way that it's supposed to be, I'm gonna kick you a bonus. And he did, minus that one little holiday and one other little thing that I saw, and the tub. I just got done scrubbing the tub. I went to load out everything, some 18-inch roller trays, and as I was picking them up and carrying them out, I noticed that paint was just steadily pouring out of the tray. And I was like, what the hell? He cleaned the trays, he cleaned the rollers, but there was a cut bucket still with semi-gloss kitchen and bath paint in it that wasn't cleaned out. I didn't know it was in there. And I spilt that shit everywhere. Thankfully, there was a hose right there. I was able to get it all cleaned up, but at what cost? This is a property where you try so hard to keep it clean. And no matter how hard you try, it still ends up being an effing mess most of the time. Folks, that's all I've got for this video. Just a little weekend recap. I'm gonna end this with a little clip of my son because I forgot to include that with the last video. And I wanna thank y'all for taking the time. I hope this was a video y'all enjoyed. If it was, please leave a like and a comment letting me know exactly what you thought about it. I look forward to sharing more with you guys just as soon as I possibly can. And also, take note, I'm filming a lot more and sharing a lot more with y'all pretty often. So it feels good to be back on the videos. As for APS, if I get the time, I'd like to do a Bobo. I got a lot I want to share on that channel as well. And that's all I got. I look forward to talking with you guys again real soon. And until then, take care.
Hey, little boy. Hi. Is this your favorite? Is this your favorite? Can I see those teeth? How about I get a tickle? Huh? Is that tickle? Is that tickle?